I was orange. People thought we'd been on vacation. But
Oh,
I just love sweet potatoes. So I was like talking to my mom and I'm like, do you think it's true? Like this thing, like don't give them too much sweet because then they won't eat vegetables. And she's like, oh no, that's totally true. I'm like, Mom, you gave me so much sweet potatoes. I was orange. And she's like, yeah, you always kind of mess up the first one. Welcome to Your Mom and Up, the podcast for moms who love their kids but miss themselves a little too.
We're Shawna and Cara, two moms, two lifestyles, one mission: to help you stop guessing, start growing, and reclaim your sense of self without the guilt.
This isn't a parenting podcast. It's a place to explore who you are now and who you are still becoming.
Because confidence is a practice, not a destination, and you don't have to do it alone.
Here we are.
Oh, like, I don't even remember. Is this 4? 4.
Yeah. Episode 4. Look at that.
What an intro.
Okay. What are we doing? What is my name? Who are we?
I don't even know where
And on that note,
Yeah.
what are we talking about today?
We're talking about the pressure to be perfect and is good enough enough.
Okay, you know what's crazy town? Like before becoming a mom, like look at this. Anyways. All right.
I feel like motherhood did this to me. I just said this to my husband last night. Like, look at these. Anyways.
So for those of you listening and not watching us, we both have like a mid-afternoon bedhead look. So I was just going to say, like, before becoming a mom, I had actually been pretty comfortable with not being perfect. Yeah. And then I don't know if this happened to you, but you know, like you have the baby and then all of a sudden there's so much pressure around, like, are my small decisions negatively affecting their life? Right? And I think it's thrown me into like a perfectionism that I thought that I'd had handled and maybe now not so much. Like, isn't that crazy? Like you think you have something under wraps and then something shifts in your life and something that you struggled with just like pops right back up. Like, here it is. So I'm trying, but I just find myself like, especially, okay, this is what the real trigger was around eating. Because I struggled with breastfeeding in the beginning, and then I had to do formula super reluctantly. And now we're starting to do foods. And so I'm like, okay, this is my chance. I can like redeem myself from this breastfeeding nightmare. And I am doing like all the homemades and the perfect and the like, which is great. And also sometimes it's too much.
And you know what? It's so crazy because I hear you because I've been there and they're like, oh, I'll have the best blended foods. I'll have the best variety and I'll make sure that there's vegetables. It's not too much sweet, not too much fruit. But sometimes it's like you're striving so much for perfection when all your baby really cares about is you sitting there with them and smiling back at them, you know?
Yeah. Well, and so here's what's crazy town. I started doing, so my other half is Persian. And he grew up on a rice farm. So his family made homemade rice cereal from scratch.
Oh,
right?
wow.
So I was like, I'll learn how to do that. It's not actually that hard. But then I started like adding things to the rice cereal for flavors. Sweet potato. Anyway, so all these different options. So I'm talking to my best girlfriend about it. And I don't know what it is about the seasoned moms that know all the stuff, but I'm going along thinking I'm doing this great mom job. And she's like, yeah, you can't, too many sweet is not good because they'll never have anything else. And then I was like, what? And then I remembered this story of my mom saying this hilarious story of like, I liked sweet potatoes so much that I turned actually slightly orange.
Shut up.
Legit,
my gosh.
Legit.
I don't remember hearing this. That is great.
Yeah, I was orange. People thought we'd been on vacation.
Oh,
But I just love sweet potatoes. So I was talking to my mom and I'm like, do you think it's true? Like this thing, don't give them too much sweet because then they won't eat vegetables. And she's like, oh no, that's totally true. I'm like, Mom, you gave me so much sweet potatoes. I was orange. And she's like, yeah, you always kind of mess up the first one.
I love that response. You always mess up the first one.
Right? But genuinely, like I'm pancake 1 or something, like, you know, that wonky pancake, but like, and so that's my daughter, Pancake 1. But you know that it actually gave me some peace because you
Yeah.
know who likes vegetables? This kid. So guess what? Like I'm not gonna stress about that.
There you go. And you know what? You might like, were you perfect in your baby making and sweets, not too much sweets? Maybe not. Maybe you are. But like, it's sometimes well, this is what I'm telling myself lately to make myself feel better
Yeah.
is it's better to be a good mom, a good rested mom, than a burnt out perfect mom.
Hey mom, want to find time to do personal growth together? I do. We have opened a free group for accountability for ourselves and for people like us that want to find even just a little bit of time in our day to focus on our mind, our body, our smile, and our soul together as moms, looking to keep in touch with ourselves and set good examples for our kiddos. So if it sounds like something that might be of interest to you, especially if it sounds like you don't have time for personal growth or for focusing on things that are positive for you, this is 100% the place that you need to be. Just go to joinhearttostart.com and send a join request to the group, and we will see you there. Okay, joinhearttostart.com. Bye. Okay,
Right?
that's so great that you say that
Yeah.
because this is like comes back to you know, the ethos why we wanted to start this conversation
Yeah.
because I feel like a tinge of guilt in saying this,
Yeah.
but I'm going to say it out loud anyway.
Uh-huh.
I also don't only identify as a mom. It's
Yeah.
not my entire personality. I didn't
Uh,
suddenly become this one-dimensional
yeah.
thing. And so in saying I want to be a whole person, I want to be a rested person, I want to be a happy person, I feel like that also gives me some permission to like,
Be a
be
person.
interested in things that are not puree vegetables. I have other interests. I have there's other things I would like to talk about and accomplish and like learn.
Hmm.
Like holy
I
crap.
have other tabs open in Chat GPT that aren't just about parenting.
Right? Like I also want to know
Yeah.
like you know anything. Yeah,
But
I mean perfectionism is a hard one.
but where does this come from? Our desire to be so perfect.
I don't know. I think there's a lot of like external pressure, you
Mm.
know,
Yeah.
a lot of, and we've talked about it before,
Yeah.
and no shade to any of the social media moms out there, like,
Yes.
but sometimes you girls make it feel challenging because
Hmm.
I was not color coordinated before this baby came. I'm not going to be being color coordinated now, you know? So I think there's that. And there's also just the weight of, like, I think okay. I don't know if you feel this way. I feel differently about my mom
Mm.
now
Oh my
than I did
gosh.
before.
100%.
Like, I
100%.
probably have a lot more compassion for her
Hmm. Hmm.
experience
Hmm.
than I did before.
Yeah.
And,
Me too. Yeah.
but the whole perfectionism thing, they at least didn't have to deal, mom, with like the world's feedback at their fingertips, right? So,
And it's not just because, like, when they were moms, it would have been just the unsolicited advice from people in grocery stores. Now it's not just the unsolicited advice from people in grocery stores, it's Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook.
right? Yeah.
All these mom groups are like, oh,
TV,
you
yeah.
do not tell me that you sleep trained, or oh, I hope you didn't sleep train, all the,
Well, and even not even that part.
yeah.
Like, what do you mean you went back to work?
Yeah.
Or what do you mean you went to the gym?
Mm-hmm.
And
Mm-hmm.
I've heard like shady feedback before. That's,
Mm-hmm.
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize I was just only supposed to be this one thing now for the next 40 years,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And, but I have to say, our conversations and the idea that taking care of yourself
Mm-hmm.
really sets your kid up to be in a position to take care of themselves. And I have to say, I've looked at
Yeah.
my experience with my own mother
Yeah.
differently with that context in mind. What did I learn from her that's led me to these
Uh-huh.
things I've had to overcome myself, you know?
Yeah.
people pleasing, we could go on
hmm
and
And
on.
it's turning that guilt, if you have guilt from
Mm,
not being perfect, into grace and just being aware of the fact that it's just about loving them and being present,
mm.
not having everything perfect, right?
Full mom confession. And I don't
Yeah.
know if it's
Yeah.
about this conversation, but it's coming into my mind. Okay. When you became a mom, did you start getting like,
Facial hair? No, I'm kidding.
yes, no, yes, but no. If you see me doing this, there's a chin hair. But no.
Sorry.
Did you start having fleeting thoughts
Mm.
about terrifying potential outcomes?
The instant. It was crazy. I brought my baby home and going down the stairs, something I do every
Right?
day. I was like, if I fall down these stairs,
I'm
I
like
could
this scene.
ruin everything. And it was so
Yeah.
funny. I was walking down my driveway the other day, and
Mm.
it's a steep driveway. I should send you
Yeah.
pictures sometime. It's a steep
Yeah.
driveway.
Yeah.
My neighbor was like, don't let go of the stroller. And I was thinking in my head, oh, you don't think I'm thinking that every second?
Well, and like these terrible scenarios play out in your brain. Horror movies that I would never personally watch, right?
Mm-hmm.
And like it's the craziest thing because it's like all consuming this potential
Mm,
looming doom. And it
yeah,
actually, you know, I don't know what this
yeah,
has to do about perfection, but let's go with it. It gave me more it gave me more compassion for my mom because
yeah.
I am her first. I'm her bad pancake.
Mm-hmm.
And if you ever like there's a video from when we were kids. I don't think you
Mm,
were there.
yeah.
We're playing in the backyard, me and my two brothers, and and I remember
Mm,
this about my mom. Anytime I did anything, she'd
yeah.
be like to this day, if I am in her kitchen, she's like, "Oh my God, don't even touch the knives." I'm 42. I have my own knives. I will be fine. But then my brothers who came after me, she'd be like, "Oh, look at him playing with knives. So cute." Like, it's crazy. Do you think this, like,
Mm,
neither of us, for context for the world, neither of us have second babies, but do you think
mm.
the second baby helps you calm all of that crazy down?
I think, well, I can't speak for other moms, but I'm already seeing like myself how worked up I am. And I'm like, oh, I don't think I'll be that worked up for the next baby, but you never
Yeah.
know. I feel like this will be like to be continued. Dun dun
Right. The
dun.
potential.
Maybe,
The
maybe
potential.
some viewers can chime in on that one for
Oh
us
my
in the
God, I would
comments.
love that.
Yeah,
Come to the
yeah,
group.
yeah.
Come to joinhearttostart.com. I promise. There's no pressure there to be anything but what you are. And the whole
Mm,
thing is like the whole conversation is something like this, like how to get closer to yourself,
mm,
lean into what makes you feel the best so that you can be the mom that like shows their kid how to care about themselves. But come to the group if you have more than one kid, because Kara and I both have one kid, and we're on the like, we're terrified. We're scared.
And
Like,
we're both the first pancake.
we are the first pancake. So we don't know. Please come and tell us. Go to joinhearttostart.com. If for no other reason, just pop in and please tell us.
Yeah.
Is the second baby equally as terrifying? I saw, oh my God. Speaking of mom pressure, I saw a TikTok today. Maybe it was a Facebook thing, video reel, whatever it's called. And it was this mom with triplets,
Oh my
Carissa's
gosh.
age,
She's a
and
hero. She's a
she was
hero.
giving them a bath. Do you know how much stress like giving one baby a bath give?
My
Like
gosh.
I'm
Yeah, you want to get
constantly,
rid of perfectionism, have triplets.
right? She had a whole system. She had the towels laid out systematically. And she's like bathes one baby and bam, bam, bam. Everybody was in an outfit and had their hair brushed. I was like, honestly,
Mm,
one baby and a bath is a
she's my
two-person
hero.
job,
Yeah.
right?
Gosh. I struggle with
So,
one. I
right,
can't.
let's see. So,
Oh,
okay,
but
well, I don't think we solved the world's problem on this one, but
I don't
we invite you.
to come be two wacky shaped pancakes with us.
Yeah, and
No.
please help us. Please help us
Yeah.
because we are the weird pancake trying to be the perfect mom and it's not working. Please come to the group and tell us we're going to be fine.
Oh my
Kara,
gosh. Yeah.
what are we talking about next time?
We are talking about perfectionism. Sorry, nope, that was this week.
Emily,
the perfect ending.
let's leave it in.
Leave that in.
We won't
No,
be being perfect
sorry.
around here.
Failing
Okay.
forward.
Yes. What are we
Failing
doing?
forward.
Failing forward.
What my
Leaving it in. What
mistakes
are we?
have taught me.
That's what. Is that what we're doing? No. Is that what we're talking about? Okay. Well,
Just leave my fail in there, please.
100% done
Okay.
and done.
All right.
Leaving it in. Okay.
Yeah.
So failing forward. Let's talk
Mhm.
about that next week.
Mhm.
This has been a great episode.
I
I
think
don't
so
know if
too.
there's any value here, but it's been an absolute hoot talking.
I think it's been a value. I think it's been a great value. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. No
Yeah.
need to be perfect.
And yeah, no need to be perfect, and just showing up is good enough
Yeah.
because you're mom enough.
And if you're getting the weird thoughts about like dangerous things that never actually happen, you're normal like us. Or we're not normal and you need to come to joinhearttostart.com and tell us we're crazy because it's happening to me.
My gosh. All right.
Yep.
Well, we'll
Okay.
see you next episode, everyone.
See you next episode.
Bye. Love this combo? Subscribe so you don't miss the next one. And share with a mom who needs to hear it.
And if you're craving a deeper connection, come find us in the Heart to Start group.
Because the real work of motherhood,
It's becoming whole while you raise tiny humans.
And that's exactly what we're doing together.
Go to joinhearttostart.com and get in the group.
You are walking around trying to be a Pinterest perfect mom while Googling how to get your baby to sleep. Then I just want you to know, we just want you to know that we are here too and we see you. If you have secretly turned your baby orange, or if you somehow turned your personal mom day into grocery store shopping, we got you. Some key messages. Perfect progress is not perfect. Being present is better than being perfect. Being yourself is enough, and you are already mom enough. You're feeling like you're the only mom who is totally on their 4th day of dry shampoo, or you have no clue what tummy time is. Don't worry, we got you. We're hoping that you'll come join us in the free Facebook group that we have, and we work on things like our own self, building our own whole self, mind, body, soul, smile. It's all there. And there is no pressure to be perfect or anything other than exactly who you are. Just working on giving yourself permission every day. If that sounds something that you'd like to be part of, come join us at joinhearttostart.com to get in the group. If this episode made you feel seen, even just a little bit, we're hoping that you take the time to share it with another mom who might need that little exhale moment. And who knows, she might be feeling like an imperfect pancake trying to hold it all together. So text her, call her, shout it from your rooftops. We just hope that you will share this episode. It would mean so much to us. Don't forget to take the time to hit the subscribe button. And if you haven't already, we're really hoping that you will leave us a generous review. It's like a gold star. It really helps other moms find this awesome space here so that we can be real moms, not perfect ones, real ones. This week we're talking about failing forward, how those crazy missteps and spills might be taking you to exactly the right place and leading you into the mom and the woman that you're meant to be. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to show up. Orange tinted, messy haired, I don't know, weird thoughts, all that stuff, because you're already mom enough exactly how you are. Thanks for joining us.